Hey everybody, this is Anthony Snyder and I'm here in the fabulous Scottsdale section of Arizona where we are going to have our pop-up store at Fantastic Worlds owned by my friend Bill Ponsetti, longtime collector and somebody I've done business with for many years. We have a history that goes way back, so he's very accommodating to let us do some business in his store, and I appreciate it. So if you're a native of this area, come check out his store, Fantastic Worlds, where he has all the new comics and, some great vintage stuff as well. Mr. Ponsetti, I'm here to buy up all your good art.
Well, we sure like selling good art.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for having me.
Well, welcome in. It's always a pleasure to have the great Anthony Snyder and his team here to help promote our store and cross-promote.
Near legendary Anthony Snyder. Yeah, it's a legend.
Yeah, his legend in his own mind.
How long have we known each other now? We go back pretty far, right?
Pushing 30 years.
Yeah. Wow. And how long have you had this store now?
We just celebrated our 3rd anniversary. You remember I had the 2 stores in New Orleans back in the 80s and the 90s.
Right.
And then I got out of it in 97 and just became a collector again. And then eventually I said, what the heck? I'm going to open another store.
Okay.
Never lost my love for art or comics. And so, even though I have a day job and do real corporate stuff. This is my passion. I've been meeting with a lot of guys that have been coming in who are investment bankers, financial analysts, wealth advisors, things like that. And they've been tracking all sorts of investment potential opportunities for people. One guy came in and he had actually made a graph of only the decades of depression or recession, let's say. Recession decades over the last 40 years. And all other things, gold, silver, stocks, bonds, real estate, annuities that you can invest in had a steep decline. But comics and comic art had a steady bubble up, and then when the recession ended, shot up like a rocket.
Mm-hmm.
You track things like Spider-Man #1, and I've owned a billion copies, and so have you. But every time I get one, I still get a tingle in my hand.
Yeah, I had 3 A15s earlier this year, and now I don't have any.
But it still excites you when you get them.
Oh, heck yeah. I never had an AF-15 when I was a kid because I grew up in Las Vegas and there just wasn't one in town.
Out there,
but I had a Spidey 1, I had Spidey 1-Up, I had all the Marvels 1-Up, I had I own that cover. The best Super Sons cover ever. I love that one. I have that with me, I think.
That's pretty cool.
Now show me some of your vintage stuff. Speaking of Spidey 1, you have a great copy over here signed by Stan Lee, right?
The regular book has gone up 20% a year every year for a decade.
Yummy.
Yeah, there's a nice Spider-Man #1, Stan Lee Signature Series 5.0 with the Smiling Stan label. Yeah.
And you tell me that they discontinued that label now that he's passed, and
yep, and you can't get it anymore. So now they just go with the standard yellow label, like the Hulk 181 up here, the first Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
And Fantastic Four has the Smiling Stan, but the Captain America 100 does not.
So what are you asking on this one?
17,000.
Yeah. So what do you want to sell me, since you don't want to sell me that Spidey one?
Oh, I'm sure we'll make a deal. You've already pulled some art pages you like.
Well, let's do an art deal. You want to go back and do an art deal? This is so nice out here, but let's do something. You used to have this whole wall covered in art, but I see you had to succumb to the masses and do Star Wars crap toys.
Yep.
That's. This is cool. So this is some stuff that is for sale.
Looks very Joe Kubert-y.
Well, I think, like you said on your tag here, him being an art director, especially with the war books at DC, that he definitely did touch-ups on this.
Yeah, he finishes some of the, especially on Rock's face.
Yeah, this face right here.
See it, that he trusted, Dick to do some of it, but he wanted to keep the look consistent across the book.
This is cool. I like this one a lot because it's got the Golden Age Flash here doing some flashing around. I don't, these little aliens are kind of goofy, but Solomon Grundy, that's a great DC.
And you got the Golden Age Hawkman and Hawk Girl as well.
That's cool. Yeah, I always like JSA stuff. So what are you asking on this one?
Well, I think, $650 on it. Mm-hmm. 700, yeah, 700.
And that's by the, I mean, a guy that's kind of, you know, he was a house artist at DC, but I mean, has a, you know, it's Dick Dillon art, you know. It has some style to it. And Solomon Grundy's a classic DC villain.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And then this is a Don Heck page from Adventure 463 featuring Aquaman and Mary
Aqualad. Yeah.
The
whole group. Yeah, I like that too.
That's pretty fun.
So what are you asking on those two as a pair?
As a pair, $1,000.
All right. Let's see what else I can do here. So we do some business. The business before the business. When I sit up and try to do some business, I don't know who I like Wanda a lot.
Yep. And you get Mjolnir too, twice.
Is that the Golem or whatever?
Yes.
Where would we be at with that?
With the Wanda page?
Yeah.
We'd be at 1,300 with your discount.
We're close. Actually, this is kind of crazy, but this is so cartoony, but it's so well executed.
Well, it's Hillary Barth.
Yeah.
You know, she did a lot of X-Men work, so she's accomplished, or he's accomplished. Excuse me.
That's a boy? I always thought Hillary was a girl.
Me too, but I was corrected later in life.
Oh, okay. Kind of made sense to me that this was a girl's work, but this is fun. It's just fun.
It is fun. 1,400 for all 4 pages.
14 for the all of them?
Yep.
What can we do to get to 15?
I don't know that we can.
I know. Where's the $100 page in the mix? Ooh, I like her.
Yeah, that's a nice Gamora.
Yeah, that's nice. You got 500 on that one though.
I mean, I could do the Jack Abel. This is 1960s. Army at War number 194, 15 for all of those.
Deal.
Look at there, folks.
So we reminisced about old times and we did some new business. That's funny. I went to Jack Abel's house after he passed away and bought stuff from his widow. She just pulled it out from under the bed. She still had large art colon Iron Man pages and oh my God, yeah, those were the days. That's the one thing about being around New York City, where you know a lot of the bullpen guys actually lived. So they did their work at home and took the train in and turned in their work and got their next assignment. There was a lot of that in New Jersey, where I live now, and you know, right up, like Dick Ayers lived in White Plains, yep. And he would come, you know, that's right on the train line that way. And then Ramita and John Buscema were out by Belmont Racetrack, and that right by Nassau County, right in between, right through there, not too far out, and all those guys.
The only one out here was Dick Sprang. He lived here in the valley.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, I just sold a big Dick Sprang print, one of those Batcave ones.
Yeah, the Secrets of the Batcave, that big one.
Yeah. It was so big I couldn't do anything with it. I let a guy walk out of the store with for like $300. It was cheap. But you can't ship it. It's so big, you know.
It's massive. Yeah, mine was
this one
framed.
framed.
Somebody
Yeah.
came to the store and bought it. So
Yeah.
I was like, perfect. They can put it in their car and
Yeah,
go.
please, cash and carry. Well, that's cool. Well, so we're going to do some more business tomorrow. You're going to bring some stuff from home, and
Yeah, it should be exciting.
and we're going to have some people in to do some business with. And I appreciate it, Bill. Thank you so much.
Thank you. As
All right.
always.
Yay. Okay. Is that it for today then?
Well, I'll hang around for a couple minutes thinking.
Okay.
Fair
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks again.
enough. Yeah, no problem.
So that's another make my day exchange, $12,000. But it was a piece that came out of my personal collection. I didn't even have that Defender Splash on my website, so I wasn't actively trying to sell it. But I got 10 grand for it, maybe 9 really in the deal, 9,500. But this is making this stop very well worth it. So this is cool. This is some actually kind of rare Stephen Hughes art, who passed away, not long after he did this art. And he was the creator of Lady Death, which was a 90s, bad girl book when that stuff was hot. Vampirella was hot. She and such. So this is some cool art. He lived in this area. I guess this is coming from his widow, but I mean, it's stuff that I might have for a while, or it might go in San Diego. The next guy that asks me, got any Lady Death stuff? All right, so this I think is hilarious because it's like the New York Pizza Rat, and it's kind of like Shredder, so it's contextually fun with Ninja Turtles. And you say this, he doesn't do many color.
He doesn't do colors. So this is like very rare.
And this is all his art,
It's all his art.
right?
Yeah.
No, he didn't have somebody else like color over his pencils.
No, that's all him.
All right, so between the stuff that we traded, and there was a couple $100, right? Or are we at? We're right at.
I had 4 grand.
Four, and this is whip out. You have cash only. Mm-hmm. Don't you take in enough cash with your restaurants?
Yeah, but I'm not mad with the money.
Yeah. So you think I can mark this one 3 and this?
I think so. They're very good covers. Covers
This one
with
3.
all turtles in the covers.
I should net like 55 at least out of the 3 pieces.
Yeah. It's a good deal.
Well, cash-wise though, you understand that.
Because I really like this one.
But you don't even know about the pizza, the New York Pizza Rat.
I didn't know until you
Oh
told me.
my God, we got to show. Where's the New York Pizza Rat? It was this viral video of this rat carrying a piece of pizza up the stairs in the New York subway.
9-4 Phoenix.
Yeah, that's it. New York City rat taking pizza home on the subway. Pizza Rat video.
I don't know about that.
All right, I'm gonna do this deal with you.
I can definitely buy that.
So. It's good material. So.
But I could do less. I just tried it over and the children only see
There you go.
Very cool.
What's your name again?
Danny?
This is why I do this. Pick up new material on the way in. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Hey, Mario.
you need some more plastic.
That's good. Thank
I want to put those in a cover stock. Full color Kevin Eastman Pizza Rat.